Greek legends have maintained a written tradition of that story. He also refers back, of course, to Genesis chapter 6, where the story of abductions and hybridization is told so briefly, so swiftly, that it's quite, and with no introduction of these random characters turning up to do this, that it's quite clear that the writer of Genesis 6 assumes his readers already know this story from another source.
Yet the narrative of human abductions is an aspect of the book which remains the hardest for many to process.
If we go to Genesis and read chapter 5 verse 24, it tells us this about Enoch. It says, Enoch walked 365 years, and then the Elohim took him away. Now that word Elohim means powerful ones. So the watchers in the book of Enoch are among the Elohim, the powerful ones of the biblical narrative. If we go to Genesis 6, where we find the Bible's reference to the watchers coming, it describes them as Bene Elohim, and that word means they are a kind of Elohim. So the watchers of the book of Enoch are Bene Elohim, or Elohim, in the biblical text. That's the word used in the Sumerian, observers. So watchers in the book of Enoch, observers in the Sumerian narrative. I don't think that is a coincidence.
So why didn't the book of Enoch make it into the canon of the Bible?
There's a very broad consensus among biblical scholars today that the Hebrew stories of beginnings took their current shape through decisions and edits made sometime in the 6th century BCE. In Christianity, decisions were made from the 2nd century onwards that shaped up what was to become the New Testament and made the call to glue it to the Hebrew canon to create a Christian Bible. Now, all those decisions were taken on the basis of a monotheistic world view, and so the edits in the Hebrew scriptures were to monotheize them. And their worldview was that we are alone in the universe. So when they found other texts, including the book of Enoch, where so much is going on that acknowledge other entities, off-planet entities, entities that seem to have intergalactic technology or even interdimensional technology, they could not admit those because, in the language of the ancients, they simply presented too many gods. Were really the responsibility of ET entities in their interactions with ancient human beings. I believe that, correctly translated, the Bible is peppered from start to finish with non-human entities. Think about the Nephilim, the Anakim, the Elohim, the Bene Elohim, the Sky Council, the one like a human being in the book of Ezekiel. These are strands within the biblical tradition that the institutional Judaism and Christianity of the day did not want to do business with and just tactfully ignored. The book of Enoch, by being so specific about them, blows all that open.
With a worldview that says there's no such thing as an ET, monotheizing the canon of the Bible had to mean excluding these other narratives. Why was the narrative of ancient ET contact suppressed? What was so taboo about reporting the Watcher's role in our great leap forward? Why was the narrative of human abduction and hybridization allowed to remain in other indigenous mythologies around the world, but excised from Judaism and Christianity? And what agenda did that secrecy serve? And are we entering a period where the veil of that secrecy is now being lifted?